Look who's full of piss and vinegar this morning.
Hi, babe.
Hi, bad.
Look how gorgeous it is.
It is. We are getting ready to head up to that mountain right up there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Oh, this way.
we're all full of it, and we're going through a campground, so we're going to be kind of quiet for a minute, but let the adventure begin.
Woo! We are getting ready to hike up to which mountain, babe? One of these mountains over here called Shadow Mountain. I think the highest one, right?
It's a mountain.
And we're by this dam, or spillway, and look at all these pelicans trying to catch a fish down here.
Well, we're all about safety. We have no idea where the trail is. We don't know what mountain we're going on.
Mountain?
This might be the last recorded video you ever see.
It's found on my phone later.
Right? 70 years later, the mystery is solved. We're on the Shadow Mountain Lookout Trail, reporting to you from 9,039 feet. Excuse me, 9,039 feet. 9,039.
Yeah. And we stopped to take a glance up there because there's a sign about mountain lions when you come in, and just looked like that would be a good spot where one would be perched if there were to be one. So far, haven't seen any.
A cute little family of mountain lions.
Cute little family of mountain lions with their baby cubs.
We are 2.5 days in. I would like to say that we are doing phenomenal on our getting used to the altitude. So we are.
We have a couple more miles to go to the top or so.
Never say die though.
Nope.
Absolutely gorgeous out here though.
Perfect day.
I'm going to zoom in. Zip. So you can get a look at all those peaks. It's amazing everyone in the world doesn't live here. Shoog is feeding the
Chipmunk.
indigenous chipmunks from their wild natural habitat of goldfish. All right. Zip.
There he is, babe. There he is. He's on this closer rock now. Isn't he cute? Look at him with the goldfish cracker. Hello, guy. There's about 4 more over here, too. Look at him putting it in his cheeks. It's on. Hi, Eddie. Sorry, I know you're with family. We don't really know who else to ask at the moment, but we had kind of a water catastrophe here, and we lifted the bed out, and these 2 hoses don't seem to connect. I think that's what separated. There's water everywhere.
So my working theory is that because this is so hard to connect with the outside rubber seal, this might have spun a little bit, maybe, I don't know, which in turn spun this. This was completely disconnected when we came in. After we got all this water, I mean, there's water everywhere, just gushing in here. But the problem is that right now, even if I can do this myself, these 2 do not seat. They're not seating. So that's the fresh water, and we're probably hosed, I think. So that's what we need help with. This right here.
If you have any suggestions, let us know. Thanks.
Yep. All right. So, RV life. We've been blessed. We have been blessed. We really have been. As you see me sitting where my bed normally is, right? But all of last year, we had 5 trips. Nothing went wrong. Maybe a little something where I don't know, we tightened something up or screwed something a little tighter. So Chuggins was laying down taking a nap after our big old hike. We just showered. Yay for us. And I was getting ready to sit outside, have a beer, and just look at the mountains. And Shoog said, "Do you hear all that? It sounds like a lot of water." And I was like, "Well, I hear maybe a little bit of rain, but not much." And it sounded like a downpour. So I didn't think anything of it. I went outside and I checked the post where the water was coming from. I'm like, nothing there. And I followed the hose all the way up to the camper. No leaks there. And then I heard the gushing of water coming out the bottom of the rig. So it's nearly impossible to pull this damn bed out of here. So that was miracle number 1. Miracle number 2. It wasn't hard to identify after we cleaned up all the water. There was a ton of water all over the floor, in drawers, all over the place. So, Shoogans is closing the
Trying to
door.
get the mosquitoes out. Hold on.
So anyway, I wanted to fix it.
Okay.
Fix it. And so I came in here, and I knew a visual inspection was the first thing you had to do. So we had to take off all the covers, and I didn't see it immediately because this piece was sitting like this. But it didn't take long because I knew it was a hose. You just pull on some hoses. All the things look good. All the check valves were closed. Before I did any kind of pressure test to blow water all over the place again, I just wanted to see if I could find anything. And sure enough, I came over here, boop, this came off. So this is the outside city water line that comes in, and this is the check valve, and the check valve is popped. So we're working with some people at the KOA. We tried to get the check valve to pop back together. Isn't gonna work. So we're gonna have to improvise. So what we're going to do is that we're going to cut this piece right here, because if we go tank water only, the pressure, when we turn on the pressure to feed it through all the other lines, it might come up through here. So we are going to cut this line, put a plug in, and crimp it down, and that's going to be our temporary fix. But we're not completely dead in the water. We're going to be able to use our fresh water tank.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're going to use our fresh water tank, and we're just going to run off that. And then when we get back from vacation, we're going to drop this off at our dealer to get it fixed. But I think one of the problems is that we have a horrible city connection out front, and it won't spin. So there's a female connection in, but it's got a plastic cover that goes in between the female end and where it connects to the rig. So whenever I would try to tighten the city water down on the outside, I got an entire hose. Unless I sit there and turn the entire 25 foot of hose, which you shouldn't have to do, that's essentially what we had to do a lot of times. So I think what happened is that this just spun and put undue pressure, or who knows how many times this might have spun inside the check valve, and it just eventually just gave out. So we've identified it, not dead in the water, inconvenience for sure. This was supposed to happen last year, right? First year, that's when all this shit happens. But no worries, small inconvenience will not ruin our vacation. We're going to pull through, but just wanted to record. This is the shit that happened. Sorry.
And we can still hook to water?
Stuff that happens when you're doing this. Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
That's it.
Okay, quick follow-up. Just picked the RV up from the dealership. More rookie learning experience stuff. So we had it in there to have them possibly look at the AC unit, because when we left in the morning in Colorado, we knew it would be hotter during the day, so we set the AC. When we got back to the rig in early afternoon, it was clearly above the temperature that we set it at, and it was not automatically kicking on. So that was number one. Number two, there was a cheap bracket holding up the black water pipe that you hook up your Stinky Slinky to. That came loose, that bracketing. It looked like it could have just taken a wood screw, a metal screw, something, because it just kind of came down, but then it looped back into itself. And I just didn't have a screw, and I didn't have a drill to make it the exact same size of the one screw that I did have. So I had that going. Third, obviously, was the backflow and that whole situation that is earlier in the video. So our rookie move is, I thought that they were just going to take the existing bracket that was holding up the black tank exit, I'm not really sure what to call it, and put another screw in it, because that looks like exactly what happened. The screw fell out, it was bobbing around, I didn't have a screw, they put in a new screw. $82.50 later, looks like they put in rivets. I don't know if a rivet was there originally or not. It's not something you stare at when you get your rig. It's like, ooh, what's a rivet, what's a screw? So that's number one. Number two, they diagnosed the AC system and they didn't find anything, of course, it seems. And that was another $90-something. And then they did repair the backflow issue that we were having. So we were just in a rush when we dropped it off, because we were coming back into town on a Saturday morning. I needed to drop it off at the dealer to have at least the backflow issue resolved. So we just said, well, just have them look at it. And we really thought that they were going to at least do the bracket for free, right? No. So newbie learning tip, ask what everything's going to cost. Have them call you with an estimate. That's all I can tell you. Otherwise, I would have said, no, leave the bracket. I can save $82 and put in a new screw and bring a drill with me when I pick it up and I take it right to the storage lot. That's it. Just wanted to share that with you. A little bit of growing pains, cost us a little bit of money. I hope the AC is fixed. Nothing for sure at this point in time, but we'll see. Hope this helps.